Chapter 1: The Muslim Woman and her Rab. The believing woman is alert. One of the most prominent distinguishing features of the Muslim woman is her deep faith in Allah, and her sincere conviction that whatever happens in this universe, and whatever fate befalls human beings, only happens through the will and decree of Allah. Whatever befalls a person could not have been avoided, and whatever does not happen to a person could not have been made to happen. A person has no choice in this life but to strive towards the right path and to do good deeds, acts of worship and other acts, by whatever means one can, putting all his trust in Allah, submitting to His will, and believing that he is always in need of Allah's help and support. The story of Hajar offers the Muslim woman the most marvelous example of deep faith in Allah, and sincere trust in Him. Ibrahim, alayhi salatu wa salam, left her at the Kaaba in Mecca, above the well of Zamzam, at a time when there were no people and no water in the place. Hajar had no one with her except her infant son Ismail. She asked Ibrahim, calmly and with no trace of panic, "Has Allah commanded you to do this, O Ibrahim?" Ibrahim, alayhi salatu wa salam, said, "Yes." Her response reflected her acceptance and optimism. "Then He is not going to abandon us." Reported by Al-Bukhari in Kitab al-Anbiya. Here was an extremely difficult situation. A man left his wife and infant son in a barren land, where there were no plants, no water, and no people, and went back to the distant land of Palestine. He left nothing with her but a sack of dates and a skin filled with water. Were it not for the deep faith and trust in Allah that filled Hajar's heart, she would not have been able to cope with such a difficult situation. She would have collapsed straight away, and would not have become the woman whose name is forever remembered night and day by those who perform Hajj and Umrah at the house of Allah, every time they drink the pure water of Zamzam, and run between the mounts of Safa and Marwa, as Hajar did on that most trying day. This deep faith and awareness had an amazing effect on the lives of Muslim men and women. It awoke their consciences and reminded them that Allah witnesses and knows every secret, and that He is with a person wherever he may be. Nothing gives a clearer idea of that consciousness and fear of Allah at all times than the story of the young Muslim girl related in Sifat al-Safa, and Wafiyat al-Ayan, and cited by Ibn al-Jawzi, in Ahkam al-Nisa pages 441 and 442. Narrated Abdullah ibn Zayd ibn Aslam, from his father, from his grandfather, who said, "When I was accompanying Umar ibn al-Khattab on his patrol of Medina at night, he felt tired, so he leaned against a wall. It was the middle of the night, and we heard a woman say to her daughter, 'O my daughter, get up and mix that milk with some water.' The girl said, 'O mother, did you not hear the decree of Amir al-Mu'minin, chief of the believers, today?' The mother said, 'What was that?' The girl said, 'He ordered someone to announce in a loud voice that milk should not be mixed with water.' The mother said, 'Get up and mix the milk with water. You are in the place where Umar cannot see you.' The girl told her mother, 'I cannot obey him, Allah, in public and disobey him in private.' Umar heard this, and told me, 'O Aslam, go to that place and see who that girl is, and to whom she was speaking, and whether she has a husband.' So I went to that place, and I saw that she was unmarried, the other woman was her mother, and neither of them had a husband. I came to Umar and told him what I had found out. He called his sons together, and said to them, 'Do any of you need a wife, so I can arrange the marriage for you?' If I had the desire to get married, I would have been the first one to marry this young woman." Abdullah said, "I have a wife." Abdurrahman said, "I have a wife." Asim said, "I do not have a wife, so let me marry her." So Umar arranged for her to be married to Asim. She gave him a daughter, who grew up to be the mother of Umar ibn Abdulaziz.